Now, Battlefront 2 just had an update where they basically did a hotfix, where they reverted all the changes that they did with lightsaber combat. Well, they only reverted like two things, where it's slightly better with blocking and the hit detection is slightly better. I haven't really gotten around to play the new changes that they did, but from the live streams that I can see of the new little hotfix, it hasn't really made the game better. They still didn't fix the hit detection where you can be in the sky for 30 seconds when they are still on the ground and they're just spam swinging and they can still hit you, which is completely unfair. Especially since you can't block when you're in the sky, which is actually fair game design, because then that would just be OP with people just constantly blocking. But it's not fair game design to where they can just hit you when you're in the sky and you can't hit them when they're in the sky because of crappy hit detection. There's only a couple ways the lightsaber combat goes now. It's either one's going to be sitting there hard blocking while you're attacking, or they're going to be sitting there attacking while you're hard blocking, or you guys are both going to be sitting there attacking, and at that point it's going to be coming down to a duel of which one does the most damage and has the highest attack rate. Because if one of those is lacking, then you're probably going to lose the fight. If you have a slow attack rate but a low damage output, you're going to lose the fight. If you have a high damage output and a fast attack rate, you're going to win the fight. More than definitely. But so, that's literally how this game is played right now. Because if you're playing like General Grievous versus Obi-Wan Kenobi, Obi-Wan's probably going to win that fight. Mainly just because of how much damage he does per every swing. Because he swings faster than General Grievous, and he also does a little bit more damage than General Grievous, which is absolutely stupid. It makes no sense that someone who is a cyborg swings slower than a guy who is just a normal human being who's supposed to be more defensive. We've seen from Grievous from the movies, the comics, and also from the cartoons, to where that he can swing pretty fast, and he is pretty fast collectively, because he's supposed to strike fear, do heavy amounts of damage because he's swinging 2 lightsabers or 4 lightsabers all at once. Which, if you really think about it, one lightsaber strike hitting Luke Skywalker in the face should kill him immediately. But Grievous, he has to swing 30 different times even though he should be doing the most damage. Just because of how he's supposed to be played. He has the slowest attack radius and also speed. So, literally everything is working against him. Because he's supposed to have the highest. They said that he was going to have the highest attack damage, but then they came out with Obi-Wan Kenobi, Dooku, and Anakin Skywalker, who all do more damage than him with each swing. So everything is going against Grievous, and plus the fact on how he is the buggiest hero, so that's stupid. Oh, and plus every other character with their lightsaber changes absolutely sucks. The dark side, lightsabers just don't connect sometimes. Sometimes like person like Dooku, when you activate Duelist, he'll just like smack you, stab you, and it still doesn't do damage. You can see that the lightsaber connected, but it didn't do anything. Then characters like Darth Maul, you can throw his lightsaber. Then it'll hit the target, but it won't kill them if they're like a standard infantry. Sometimes it'll go right through the target and do nothing. Sometimes you'll throw it and you'll miss the target all entirely, and you'll just kill them, which is absolutely full-blown retarded. And everything else with like Anakin Skywalker, just on how he has a brokenness hit detection, on how he can hit you from 30 feet away, and plus he does like 1,000 damage per every single swing, which is stupid. That's an over-exaggeration, of course, because if he did, then everyone would be getting one-shotted, but he does a lot of damage with every single swing. He does more damage than the guy swinging 2 lightsabers all at once, which makes no sense. He's the chosen one, but just because he's the chosen one doesn't mean his lightsaber frickin' damage should be increased. But so, that is just like, they really didn't fix that much with this, especially since Rey and Obi-Wan, they can still destroy your block and stamina. just by using their dashes. They didn't fix that, which they really should have, because literally now they can just derail you. There's already a thing with Grievous right now from this update that if you block and you get shot by either Chewbacca while you're blocking or a Wookiee warrior while you're blocking, it'll just immediately deactivate your block. Just immediately. Your block will just be no longer existent and you would have no stamina. So that's pretty much unfair, but now add to the fact on how Rey and Obi-Wan can both knock you and then get rid of your stamina immediately, which is stupid, especially for Grievous, because he can't block anything anymore. With each coming update, they nerf him more and more. They make us feel like he's getting a buff, yet they're really just nerfing him every single time. Ever since the frickin' Geonosis update, they haven't buffed him at all. They've been more nerfing him than buffing him at this point in time. Because literally all they fix is like one claw rush thing where he sometimes gets stuck into it, but then every other thing that glitches with him is still there since day one of his release date. Literally, the running in frickin' circles with Grievous' thrusters is still in the game. Grievous not being able to hit anything with unwanted advance is still in the game. It happens rarely, but it still happens. You can just activate unwanted advance and they can attack you right through it, and then you'll just be still doing it. Sometimes Grievous, you'll just deactivate your ability immediately. You'll use Thruster, which will deactivate itself. Use unwanted advance, deactivate itself. Use Claw Rush. Immediately takes 2 steps with Claw Rush, and then immediately gets right back up and doesn't allow you to choose the ability again. And especially with Grievous, with unwanted advance, sometimes you'll activate unwanted advance, it'll reactivate to where you'll get stuck into it. It'll give you another try to use it, but now if you run into anything, you can't block shots, you can't hit anything. And you can't get out of it. You can't dash out of it. You can't move out of it. Literally, so you're just stuck in that, which is stupid. It's been in the game since he's been released, and they still haven't fixed them. And then plus the fact on how they're making everything else worse, so that they'll just destroy everyone else's fun with every other character, just because of hit detection being a thing that no one frickin' can fix, apparently. Because I don't remember Grievous being hitbox being the size of King from frickin' Godzilla King of Monsters. I don't remember that, but apparently everyone else's hitbox is frickin' Godzilla, which makes absolutely no sense. But it's just so stupid, just because now if you play as a blaster hero on the dark side, you're just royally effed. Like, if you play Iden Versio against frickin' Anakin, you're gonna lose the battle because you can't stun Anakin, because Anakin is God. Oh, then plus Anakin has the highest attack damage and like frickin' one of the fastest swing rates on the frickin' light side, which is stupid. He can just immediately game end you, and plus his technique of pull, passionate strike, and then frickin' heroic might is still overpowered as hell, and no one cares to fix it. But then plus, if you play any other blaster hero on the dark side, you're still screwed, because if you play Boba, you're gonna get pulled and then immediately killed immediately. Same with Bosk, and then same with Phasma if you don't have your droid down, or if the Anakin's smart and he pulls you away from your droid so he won't get hit by it. But so, that's the only rare occasions when the freaking Anakin is smart. Phasma is actually good at killing Anakins. But then if you're talking about the light side has everything going for them, because now they can break people's blocks with Rey and freaking Obi-Wan's dash strikes. They can mind trick the enemy so that they can't move or use their abilities, which is stupid. We need to give one of those to Boba, like seriously. We need and then plus, the blasters on the light side are overpowered as hell. Frickin' Han's God tier with his frickin' overpowered blaster, and then plus his frickin' kit is God tier. Oh, then you have Chewbacca, who can do a lot of damage and also stun people. Same with Lando, because he can just aim for your head when he stuns you. Oh, then literally Leia burst fire, which is more controllable than Boba's, because she has a secondary fire that does that too. But then Boba just has a jetpack taking up that slot of using the L2 button, which is stupid. Oh, and if you look at person like Finn, he has an aimbot which can immediately dominate against anyone. Oh, and you also have frickin' all the lightsabers that can just do. They can mostly do more damage than they probably should. Rey has the fastest attack rate. Luke has also one of the fastest attack rates. And he can also do as much damage as General Grievous now, which is stupid. Once again. Because now they're overpowered as hell if you're going on HVV, because you literally cannot stand a chance against them. Oh, and plus the countless frickin' dark side glitches to where they have the worst hit detection. Oh, and frickin' the light side has one of the best because they can just hit you from 30 feet away. Which is stupid, but yeah. From what I can see, this update, this little hotfix was not the best way. Really, like, you should have just reverted all the changes. Really, DICE, you should have just reverted all the changes, made it so that their dash strike couldn't be able to go through the blocks and freaking destroy them. Literally, you should have reverted that. That should have been one of the first things you reverted in this freaking update, not literally nothing else. You literally, all you reverted was slight stamina changes, and even then they're still trash. That's literally all you did. You literally could have helped out more and made the community less painful to deal with and less pain to play this game, but you didn't. You took the easy way out. But yeah, that's all that it is for this video. That update did not help at all. This will be the 41st Scout Battalion signing out.